All right, everybody. So I'll start off by introducing myself. Good afternoon. I'm Mayra Vega. I have the pleasure of serving on the Woodland City Council since 2020, and I'm currently the mayor. So here at your service, and I'm very grateful to have a little bit of your leadership meeting today to recognize somebody who I greatly admire. Just a little bit of background: our council earlier this month we signed a proclamation, unanimous vote in support of a proclamation recognizing March as Women's History Month. I added that we should have not just the month, but I think a whole year, maybe even 10 years if it were up to me. So maybe one day we'll get that going. But it is customary when we have a proclamation signed approved by council that we present it to somebody or an organization. And this year I wanted to present it leaders in our community. So the theme for this year is women providing healing and promoting hope. So somebody that came to mind immediately was Dr. Marshall. So we were just chatting that the first time we met was at a community garden event. I remember standing. It was August, July, Dr. Marshall. I can't remember. It was hot, and it was in the edible garden. I remember it's when you guys were talking about programming or developing your garden at CommuniCare, right? So,
Right.
and since then, I've had opportunities to work with Dr. Marshall, and I have seen her fill in and step up in many leadership roles throughout our community. So I wish it was in person, but we do the best. So I have the proclamation here that I will get over to you, Dr. Marshall, and I'm going to read it to you guys. So sometimes we have people attend city council meetings to receive these, but for me, I one didn't want to make Dr. Marshall have another evening meeting in addition to what you already have. But I also wanted all of you. I see a lot of women here in our little squares. And I just, while Dr. Marshall is the one that's being honored this afternoon, I want you all to know that I greatly admire all of you who have taken the calling to serve in a healthcare organization and a community clinic nonetheless, right? I mean, you guys take one, take all, no matter how they come. And I'm so grateful that we have CommuniCare in our community and all these women here serving. So I'm gonna read this off. Okay, so um, the City of Woodland is declaring March 2020 as Women's History Month, and the theme is Women Providing Healing and Promoting Hope. So, whereas the theme for 2022 is Women Providing Healing, Promoting Hope, is both a tribute to the ceaseless work of caregivers and frontline workers during this ongoing pandemic, and also a recognition of the thousands of ways that women of all cultures have provided both healing and hope throughout history. Whereas women have long advocated for compassionate treatments and new directions in public health and in women's mental and physical health. Women have also historically led the way in mending divisions, healing wounds, and finding peaceful solutions. And healing is the personal experience of transcending suffering and transforming into wholeness. And the gift of hope spreads light to the lives of others and reflects a belief in the ultimate possibilities of this and future generations. And together, healing and hope are essential fuels for our dreams and our recovery. And this year in particular, we are reminded of the importance of healers and caregivers who are helping to promote and sustain hope for the future. Now, therefore, the City Council of the City of Woodland proclaims the month of March 2022 as a Women's History Month in the city, inviting all citizens to join them in recognizing Women's History Month and its theme of women providing healing and promoting hope. So, and it's signed by myself and all of my council members. So, Dr. Marshall, thank you for your service, for leading, being a phenomenal leader in our community, and for leading all of this group of phenomenal caregivers. So thank you.
Thank you for your leadership. It takes a village, and we have really seen that during COVID-19, that we had to rally together to take care of our community. And you played a very important role in that. So thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Well, I think something that being as I reflect on women in leadership, right? I think that we have a big opportunity to take care of ourselves. I think we always put everybody else first, but I think this year, take an opportunity for you all to take care of yourselves, because I think if we're not well, we can't lead, we can't be servant leaders, and we can't serve our community. So I'll leave you all with that, and I'll stop by to drop off the proclamation for you, Dr. Marshall. Thank you again.
Thank you. This is very meaningful. Thank you.